Welcome back. On this week's episode, we talk about influencer farms. Jon Bon Jovi saves a woman's life. Campbell Soup is dropping an integral part of their logo. Fraudulent claims about immigrants attacking your family pets. River otters pulling your children into the water. That really happened. The second Trump assassination attempt. And the U.S. Navy announces its first fully integrated submarine. On this week's Am I the Asshole? Are you an asshole if you don't tell your in-laws you speak the same language as them? We'd like to thank Pantera Girl, Colton Zamerza, Lord Reverend Preste Lugjets, Lugjets, Andres Valles the God, Kevin Garahan, Chantel Stadler, Colby Jordan, Kylie Gangwish, and Mark Stadler. Hope you enjoy.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, freak show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live!
Welcome back, kids and coaches, to another episode of West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
And I'm Shane.
Yes, excellent. And we're back with there's another regular gap between our episodes, because we're professional and we keep on a tight schedule.
Yeah, and we make all of our money from the podcast, so we have plenty of time to do this. We don't have anything going on.
There's
in
literally
our real lives.
nothing else happening in our lives. This is all we do. As a matter of fact, we're actually, I don't know if you've ever seen the footage of those content warehouses in China, where there's a bunch of booths, a bunch of mini studios, filming studios, but they're content creators cranking out content.
What?
Yeah. Oh man, let me see if I can find a
I have never heard of that.
quick video of it. It's so crazy. Yeah. Anyway, that's what we're in.
Yeah. We're actually sitting right next to each other, but I chose, a black background with a door, and Levi chose paintings and stolen memorabilia.
Stolen memorabilia. Oh no. I guess this is kind of what I'm talking about, but they have all these different content creators lined up. There's different ones though where it's straight up studios.
Influencer farm, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll take that. That's probably better. It's just farmers. But yeah, look at all these people. They're all recording random shit. I guess it's no different than when all the not the paparazzi, but news people line up outside of a big event, whatever happening. But I don't know what the fuck these people are there for. But yeah. So anyway, that's what we are. We're doing this all the time, all day, every day. And if there's ever a time to spare, that you think it comes out on a different day, it's all you, actually. We're perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do got some comments this week. We got Kylie coming in hot again. And she says about the Am I the Asshole, because we had questions about women not knowing they're pregnant until it's way too late.
Yeah.
So she says, I too would love to know how women go months without knowing they're pregnant, question mark. I didn't see the question marks until it was too late, otherwise I would have read that as a question. But I know by week 3 or 4 with symptoms coming in hot. Legally or morally, she isn't the asshole. The lady is audacious for asking the other person to move out? Question mark. No, you were irresponsible and got preggers without a plan. It isn't your roommate's responsibility to cater to your lack of planning. What's baby daddy's situation? Why can't they get an apartment elsewhere? She move in with him? Get wrecked, lady.
Get wrecked.
That's such an intense cursing out from Kylie too. Get wrecked, lady. That's the Kylie equivalent of just calling her, like a cunt or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is serious shit. because Kylie's a grandma, so you know. We also have a comment coming from the Spotify. It says, "Bro, I did not know you could leave comments. I'm sure you guys said it, but I wasn't listening, I guess. Thanks, Pantera Girl, LMAO, but you can only comment once. Also, this is Devin," with the nervous laughter emoji. She said, also, this is Devin, because it doesn't actually say Devin on the thing. It says TJ, which is her husband. But
Okay.
I'm assuming they share a Spotify. But it's just very funny to... I wanted to read it without the name, so then you'd be like, also, this is Devin. Like, yeah, well, obviously, who left the comment? It wasn't her. It was TJ. And then back to Kylie. She says, college football this year has been wild. It's every other game is an upset, and I'm here for it. And another wild weekend. Fucking Florida State lost 3 in a row after going undefeated last season, which is hilarious because they bitch moaned and cried because they didn't get a spot in the college football playoffs, which I think they probably should have, but the playoff committee was like, no, we got to put Texas in there because Texas beat Alabama, and Alabama beat Georgia, so it was like this huge fucking, like, well, you got to have this team, and this team, you know, like...
Yeah.
So Florida State didn't get in. They're opened it, now it's 12 teams this year, but Florida State's not going to fucking make it this year because they, they got 3 losses now, which is hilarious to me. But, also, pro football, your boy's looking good today.
Dude, I hate Derek Carr. He's always 5 seconds away from crying, but right now, he's doing all right.
Yeah.
He's doing all right.
Yeah. I fully expect you to be wearing a Derek Carr jersey next episode. No, you don't have to do that to yourself. I wouldn't want you to. But yeah, the most points the Cowboys allowed in a first half since 2004 said.
Yeah,
is what the ESPN thing had put up. Is fucking what was that 20? They scored 14 points in the first quarter, then 21 in the second quarter. Jesus Christ.
Dude, Alvin Kamara had 4 fucking touchdowns. Dude.
Yeah, just running
he was
all
on
over
fire.
the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty impressive. I feel like he's kind of in that realm of like, he's not new, obviously, but he's still so goddamn talented for being in the NFL. What, 8 or 9 years now?
Yeah,
which is a long time for a running back, a starting running back, especially, like, and they do kind of do like they swap running backs out every now and then, but for the most part, he gets a bulk of the carries, which is crazy, the amount of production he puts out.
Yes.
Yeah. So, hey, you know, that's pretty exciting.
How are the old Lions doing?
They dropped one today, Buccaneers, but Buccaneers actually aren't that bad, so I'm not mad about it, but it was a home game, so that's kind of annoying. I saw Dan Campbell in his press conference was like, this team, I asked them to improve from last week to this week, and they did, and we lost the game because of a decision I made, so he, like, squared all of the responsibility on himself, which I was like, oh. And I almost started crying. I was like, he feels so bad. He, like, looks so sad because he mismanaged the time, like, his play clock, like, poorly. He didn't manage time very well at all, which is something that he's not great at, but he's also pretty new to the head coaching game, which that kind of thing kind of takes time to develop, but he was just so hard on himself. I was like, bring it in. Come on.
Give me a hug.
I'll give you a hug, you giant mountain of a man. Hey, just because he's built like a brick shit house doesn't mean he doesn't need a hug every now and then. You know, he's a sweet man, but
I guarantee you he's a little spoon.
He's got to be. Yeah. I just like to be held. Which I don't blame him.
Yeah, who
Little
doesn't?
Spoon is underrated, you know.
Dude, I don't think it is, dude. I think for the most part, everyone agrees Little Spoon is the move.
Yeah,
I don't think anyone's like, yo, you know what I want tonight? My arm to be asleep.
that is true. It is such an uncomfortable, like, thing. Like, how do you do that without being super uncomfortable? And I've not really found a good way. I think the one that I think works best, and it's not even spooning, but it is just like the person kind of like half draped over you, so that way you can like, you know, do whatever you want with your arms, and you're not being like pinch nerve in your arm to make it go sleep. Like, yeah, it's
You know they make special beds.
yeah, with the divots in them for your arms.
Yeah, yep.
I do need one of those because I am a permanent side sleeper. I'm a slut for sleeping on my side. You know.
So here's the thing, though. If you buy that, here's I'm a slut for
Just a side sleeping slut, you know.
If you buy one of those beds, you can't put a sheet on it.
Oh yeah, because it's gonna be.
It'll block the slits.
Yeah. Also, well, I'm sure you probably could get custom sheets.
Dude, that's an insane amount of fabric.
Yeah. Well, what it would be is you'd have another piece of fabric. You'd have your regular sheet, and then you'd have another piece of fabric that is like stitched down in like or like having corners to keep it pocketed. And it wouldn't form fit the exact like hole, but it would like basically just sag down in that spot, but only in that spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't looked into it, but I feel like that's the way I would approach it if I was a bed sheet manufacturer.
I think I would just buy like the next biggest sheet.
Oh, and just let it droop in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably also an option. That is one thing about like mattress commercials that I feel like they fuck up, is they never show what it's gonna look like with sheets on it. They always just show people laying on the bare ass bed, and it's like, okay, well, that's like a huge like pillow top on there. I want to see what. I know they make deep pocketed sheets and stuff, but like,
yeah,
I want to see what it looks like, how much tension we got going on, you know?
Yeah, because there's nothing more annoying than being asleep, like on a bed, and then like you like move a little bit,
blow a corner,
and then you wake
out.
up and wake up in the morning, and the corner is like fucking halfway down the bed because you moved too much when you were asleep.
And like, yes, it is. It takes half a second to fix, but it is just inconvenient and annoying. Like, I bought you the fitted sheet to hold shit down, and you're not fucking doing it. So
yeah,
who's in charge here? I don't know. But I also have this memory of, I don't even know how old I was, but I was on the top bunk at the time. So I think I had to been 6 or 7, and I was making my bed like before I went to bed. Like, I was up there trying to like put together the fitted mattress on the top bunk of this bed, and I was struggling, and then I ended up the next thing I know, I woke up and it's like pitch black. It's the middle of the night. Like, I had fallen asleep trying to put the fucking the thing on. Like, I exhausted myself, and I'm like, my body just gave up. Nah, shut her down. He's had enough. And I woke up and fucking finished putting the sheet on the bed in the dark. We had a large window, so I had some, moonlight coming in. But yeah, I'll never forget doing that. It was a random memory. But all right. Well, you want to hear some stuff?
Yeah, let's hear some stuff, dude.
All right. We got some semi-positive news.
There we go.
Off. So a woman in Nashville was seen on CCTV climbing over the railing of a bridge, and who in this situation better suited to help than the one and only Jon Bon Jovi?
No way, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you can see the video. I don't have it pulled. Like, I have a screen grab of it, but there's. Well, maybe this will play. I don't know. There's Jon Bon Jovi right here. consoling the woman after
What?
talking her over the thing. So here's the lady. And then there's
No
Jon Bon Jovi
way.
right there. Yeah. And then he comes over and talks her. I'm assuming that's his wife, but yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And awesome.
Yeah, super awesome. And honestly, like, probably the best person for that situation. If it would have been like David Lee Roth, maybe not. Van Halen. Might as well jump. You know.
That's so bad.
Although David Lee Roth is a trained EMT, so maybe not the worst. But like, how crazy that must be for her. Like, talk about a whirlwind of emotions. Like, you're pretty much making the final decision at that point. Like, you're across the railing, like,
Yeah.
that one lady from Titanic. You're pretty much ready to go. You just gotta lean forward, let go, right? And then fucking, is that Jon Bon Jovi? Like, just walking up. And maybe she didn't even recognize him. There's probably a fair chance, being as how he's not super duper like famous with everybody now. He's just kind of in the upper echelon of millennials and up, kind of, but still would be wild, especially if she recognized him. But he's kind of has this like aura of being like a very good person. He has this restaurant or chain of restaurants in New Jersey where if you can't pay for food, they'll let you, like, basically, I can't remember if it's like free or if they let you like wash some dishes or something for it. Like,
what?
Yeah, so like if there's like any, unhoused people that want a good meal, they can come in and get some, which I think is awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's cool. Yeah. Hey, man, you know what? You want to eat?
Yeah.
Gotta wash some dishes.
Yeah.
Shit, dude, I'll wash dishes.
Yeah. So, super cool. And obviously we saw that she, got pulled to safety, which is
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
so.
That's great, dude.
Yes.
Okay, nice, dude. Look at you. I didn't know you knew how to find good stories. Everything had to be sad.
Yeah. I also purposely phrased it at the beginning that way because I wanted you to be like, that's not a happy story. What's So a woman ready to leap to her death in Nashville, and you're like, oh, okay, guess he lied to me, but
I enjoy being lied to.
you didn't
yes.
take the bait, so I'm proud of you. All right, so moving on, Campbell's, you're familiar?
They're like a little known, like small soup company, right?
Yeah, small chain
Okay.
soup company.
Okay, yeah.
Real underground stuff, but they're changing their iconic label. They're gonna drop soup, the word soup from their Campbell's can.
Oh,
So,
okay.
if you wanted a visual, this is what they look like now.
So it'll just say Campbell's tomato.
Yeah, it'll just say what type of soup. It won't say
Oh.
soup on there because they're like, hey, I don't know if you guys know this, but we've kind of been around since like 1869. I feel like we make soup. So,
Dude,
yeah,
there's 100% gonna be someone that like never paid attention before.
oh, they're gonna be so mad about this.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Campbell's tomato. Oh, it's canned tomatoes, obviously.
yeah. Oh, I bought this expecting to have a tomato in here because it says singular tomato. It doesn't say tomatoes in soup. It just says tomato soup. So if you take,
Dude,
Well,
I guarantee you, this is all just like they were crunching the numbers and like, yo, if we stop paying to print the word soup on all the cans, we'll save money.
yeah, I feel like there's something to that. I think there's also just a general trend in modernizing a lot of design, like packaging, things like that.
Okay.
Their design, like their packaging, is already pretty simplistic. Like, it doesn't have a lot of extra elements, I would say. But like, there's that. You do have to pay to like a little bit just to get that extra ink stamped on there. How much is it? I don't know. But how much fucking soup do they make? They have to make tons. Soup's always stocked in every grocery store I ever go to, and it's always like hundreds of fucking cans. So
they make a buttload, which
yeah.
I don't know if you know is like definitely a unit of measurement.
It really is, yeah. So pretty cool. It's interesting. It doesn't like really change anything other than it just doesn't say soup on there, which is fine, I suppose. But yeah, so look forward to seeing soup cans without soup on it.
Fun fact.
Okay.
A buttload is the same as 48 bushels or 384 gallons. So they make more than a buttload.
I want to see that butt, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, that's a lot.
I can't take you anywhere.
Yeah, no, you really can't. It's fine, though. I mean, you want me to be cereal? Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, what else we got? Oh, here's a interesting story. Did you watch the debates last week at all? Or highlights or anything?
No, I kind of, to be fair, man, like the points that Trump makes about how, like, you know, she's like, I'm going to do all these things. And he's like, well, you've been vice president for 4 years.
Yeah.
Why weren't these things done? Is a fair point. But also, like, so that's why I don't want her. But also, Trump fucking is also kind of a psycho. Yeah. And says really fucked up things. And
well, also, like,
literally incited a goddamn riot on the Capitol.
Yeah.
You know, like, so, like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing to think about is that not every vice president is going to be as hands-on as Dick Cheney was. Like, only a few are like, you know what, I think I could get a lot fucking done here. And, like, Dick Cheney was the brains of that cabinet, like, or that presidency. Yeah. You think W's making all the shots, really? Like, you think...
I think in between lines of cocaine, he was doing a hell of a thing. All right.
Listen, he's good for a press conference or two, get a shoe thrown at him or whatever, and you know, just to lighten the mood. But yeah,
I think it was an old Texas saying. Maybe it wasn't Texas, but
Tennessee,
you know, fool me once.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, we won't get fooled again. You know?
Yeah, fool me twice, can't get fooled again. Yeah. That was my favorite thing. He also, like, always had this, like, lever chop of, like, yeah, strategery. And side note, I've been listening to, like, comedy albums a lot lately.
Yeah.
So I started listening to older ones, but also, like, mixing it up. But I've listened to a couple Robin Williams comedy recordings, like comedy albums.
Yeah.
And it just, like, some of them there was one that was like 03 maybe, and then another one from like 08, and just the shit he was talking about it, like, made me time travel a little bit. I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that. Like, just little things, like talking about he's like making jokes about some of the Bushisms is what they were called, you know, where they're like, we get a lot of our imports from other countries, and which that's what imports are, dog. That's that's the whole definition, actually. Yeah, so, you know, pretty fun. But anyway, so the debates also kind of a moot point because nobody really watches a debate and goes, well, I'm going to change my vote now. Like, it's the middle ground. People aren't going to be swayed by anything that's said at the debates usually, you know?
Yeah.
And that's by and large who both of these people need to target. I think Trump's not doing a very good job of that because all he's doing is, he's doing his normal shtick, which is speaking in, like, extreme hyperbole and trying to blame shift and attack and then just kind of talk shit, which works when you're arguing against other people on your same, like like all the other Republicans that you debate against and stuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't work too well when it's like somebody who can just also do that, like, and I think where he got spun up a couple times because she threw a couple like digs at him and his ego,
Mm-hmm.
and then he kind of just spun out. So there's one particular instance where she had made a comment and then he like rambled incessantly, and then it ended up talking about the immigrants eating cats and dogs in Springfield, Ohio. And I'm sure you've seen the memes about this.
Yes.
So, while there are probably people abusing pets in just about every city, this particular claim about Haitian immigrants in Springfield, Ohio, while not true, feels like it could be, because people like to blame immigrants on stuff because they're just an easy target for the local population.
Yeah.
And what this story spun out from was a couple particular instances, not a fucking like everybody's doing it. It's a couple stories here and there that then like urban legend themselves into like an actual thing because the wrong people talked about it, right?
Okay.
So there's like body cam footage of a police officer, and I don't even think it's in Ohio, but he's asking this lady that they're arresting, it's like, did you kill that cat? Open your mouth, like this stuff. Turns out that lady, an American citizen, not from Haiti, but she doesn't speak in the video, which makes it pretty easy because they're like, oh, that's just, people from Haiti look African American. This lady's African American. We can just kind of lump this into this footage, right? And then another instance comes from this lady speaking at a town hall, like a city council meeting or whatever, and is talking about this issue. But then she didn't really have anything to base it on. So what happens is Trump's VP pick, J.D. Vance, ends up getting, and he's also a congressman or senator, one of the two, from Ohio. He represents a district in Ohio. And he's talking about it. Well, the city itself says, no, we don't have that issue. Like, that's not a thing. Stop saying that. And they just kind of double down. And he's like, well, what they're doing is they're making, like, maybe we're not spreading unsubstantiated rumors. What we're doing is we're speaking facts. And then he'll, like, list a couple anecdotal things which aren't facts. They're just, like, things that have happened once. Doesn't mean it's happening broad. And then he goes on CNN, and they're like, well, what's going on with this? And he's like, sometimes you gotta tell a fake story to get people to care about the issues.
Ooh.
So, sounds like the story's just super made up then, from the horse's mouth. But it was wild watching the comments spread on posts about the debate, during the debate, because you get to see people who are watching this that are like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, who's eating cats and dogs? The debate moderator's like, that's not happening. We have reached out to the city officials, and they also say that it's not happening. And like live, like in the middle of the debate, they just shut it down. And then everybody on Trump's side is basically like, yeah, of course they'd say that. Obviously.
Yeah, well, obviously. Yeah.
Like, what? Which is such a perfect point of position to argue from. Like, if everybody's lying to you, then you're always right. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly, yeah.
Super crazy. But I saw people on, like, in comments going, yeah, well, there's, like, tons of evidence about it happening. And then you'd ask them, or see somebody else ask them, and then they'd be like, well, I mean, and then they share the video, the one that I was talking about, of the lady getting arrested, which was in Canton, and she's not, like I said, an immigrant. She's an American citizen from here, born here. And, like, I don't know, it's just a super weird thing to, like, grasp on. You could make an argument, a functional argument about immigrants harming the local economy or something, like something that is tangible. Like, it's like, okay, I could see what you're saying, but do it like going off the deep end, like they're picking people's cats up off the road and taking them and eating them. Like, it's
Look,
an epidemic.
I lost my cat years ago next to a Haitian community, and my cat never returned. Okay.
Oh no.
So that means they definitely ate it.
Yeah.
Just
yeah.
saying.
Obviously, I mean, cats definitely can't just run away, and often don't. So. Oh man. Okay. Here's a random story. This comes from your neck of the woods. So.
Of course it does.
Did you hear about this kid who got dragged into the water from a pack of otters?
What?
Yeah. Yeah. At the Bremerton Marina, a river otter pulled a child into the water, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah. I thought you said it was a pack of them.
Well, I don't know. There might be.
Now who's lying?
Well, so that's true, I guess. It's yeah. I did misread. Like, I read otter and then drags, and I put the S at the end of otter, and I was just like, it's a bunch of otters, because why wouldn't it be? They're pack animals. They hunt in that way. I know. I've seen it. I have Animal Planet. But, yeah, so otter pulls the kid underwater, and then the mom jumps in and is, like, trying to rescue the thing, and then the otter's, like, biting the mom, which is fucking wild. And then chased the family away as they ran away to get off the docks.
Yeah.
I didn't know otters were fucking the semi-aquatic version of a honey badger. What the fuck's going on?
I'm also really confused because I only ever see otters like holding each other in the water.
Yeah,
so.
they're like always doing that thing, and they look so cute. You just want to squeeze them. But no, they're fucking vicious predators that will steal your children.
Look, they're rising up is what it is.
Oh yeah, them and the orcas. Yeah.
Them and the beavers, dude.
Yeah. Well,
they've had enough.
Beavers. You're gonna replace my wooden dams with your big concrete ones? Fuck you guys, all right? Or what it is just a otter an entity from it that has taken the form of an otter.
Yes.
Because they all float down there, so.
Yeah, we all float. You'll float too.
Yeah. Also, apparently, last year in Montana, 3 women were attacked by an otter while inner tubing in a river, which is really crazy. One of the women had to get flown out via helicopter.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I guess don't let fucking otters' cute faces sway you, and don't stay strapped, is what I'm saying. You never know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all I got.
Yeah. So I got a story for you because this is going to make your boy Trump even more like of a martyr.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah.
So today in West Palm Beach, Florida, while Trump was on his golf course.
What? He was golfing? That's weird.
He was golfing. His Secret Service agents spotted, and this distance to me seems a little far. Like, I can see pretty far in Call of Duty, but like that's because the game renders that far away.
Yeah.
But apparently they spotted a rifle. They spotted a rifle barrel about 400 to 500 yards away.
God damn.
So that's far. Yeah. I mean, like that's fucking far.
I wonder if it was just one that had like a scope or like.
Yeah, they had to have.
Had to have. There's no way. Just blind spotting fucking 500 yard and just a barrel.
Yeah. So the Secret Service members opened fire on the guy in the bush. He dropped his rifle and 2 backpacks and other items and then fled to a black Nissan car.
Oh.
But they're pretty sure they were going to try to kill your boy, you know?
It was, okay, well, easy up. This is not my boy. A couple things would have made this story way better. Number one, if he drove a black Mitsubishi, because then it'd be like the One Shot, Two Shot Eminem song.
Yeah.
All I want to know is who's driving the black Mitsubishi. Anyway, and then also, well, this doesn't make the story better. Or it wouldn't make the story better because it's already part of it. But I saw an article about this guy, and he's a little unhinged. He's a little. I mean, obviously, he's shooting at ex-presidents, but he's like, the forces of good and evil are out of balance, and like, you know, one of these types where there's.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you found a different article than I did because in this article they don't release his name.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
I should have opened it. I had thought about it and then I changed my mind. But, as I was like, okay, yeah, somebody shot at him again. I mean, we're gonna do this every 3 weeks, you know? I don't have the energy, but
yeah,
I saw a picture of him and he looks like a kind of a Looney Tune too.
Damn it. I just don't think that. So the people who are trying to kill him, right? Like, I don't think in your mind, in their minds, like what the effect, like, because like every time he survives, the right is just like more empowered. Oh well, Trump is doing so well, and just to hold down the oppressors. The oppressors are sending people to kill him.
Yeah.
So you're just like emboldening people every time you fail. I'm not saying he needs to be shot at all.
Yeah.
Like, don't do that.
So, go ahead. Sorry.
Go, no, yeah, you're good.
I found what it was a thing. So I guess his name's Ryan Ralph.
Nice.
And he
2 first names.
Yeah. Ralph? No, Ralph, not Ralph.
Oh, okay.
Routh.
Oh.
So he had previously traveled to Ukraine and was talking about his opinions on the war at that time and described it as a war between good and evil. And this is I mean, this is from the video, but this is that guy. So
Okay.
yeah,
Great.
I don't know what he looks like now, but that's apparently him. So that's the lead suspect in the shooting. But so he's
What do
just,
they
you
call
know,
him?
your typical normal regular dude with half blue hair, going to Ukraine just to talk about the war, and definitely super sound mind. But
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
in other news,
all right,
the Navy has commissioned a brand new fast attack Virginia-class submarine,
okay,
the USS New Jersey.
all right,
And
and
it's the first submarine that's fitted for men and women.
no way. Dude, check this out. Look at this thing that I had pulled up.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about.
That's funny.
So women were first allowed back on subs back in 2010, and in true, just government fashion, everything takes 27 years to catch up. So, 14 years later, we now have a sub that is made for both.
Nice. Yeah, because
I guess. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say it. I feel like it's one of those things where you can't really retrofit a vehicle that small to make space for the. You have to have like a. I guess for lack of a better term, these segregated areas for. So they probably had to start from the ground up to really like make it effective.
Yeah.
But
Well, so that's what they had been doing. According to this article, that's what they had been doing for subs. Ever since then, they had been just going, this is now a female head or bathroom for people who aren't in the
just
Navy.
assigning that, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but it was commissioned today.
nice.
So I think that's right. Let me make sure I'm not crazy. Yeah, today. Yeah, so the USS New Jersey, the first official Oh, dude, I'm gonna use this on a fucking of the quarter board question.
There you go.
Boom. So good. All right. If you've made it this far, stop what you're doing. Pause the video. Hit the like button. Hit that subscribe button. On Spotify, do a little touch the 5-star or the 4 or the 3.5. You know, no big. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. If you push us out there, we get farther out, and the people that we said at the front of the episode, you know, like, they're supporting us. If you want to support us and you don't want to give us money, hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, that's just as good.
Yeah.
All right. Am I the asshole for not telling my husband's family that I speak their language?
Oh no.
My husband Peter, 29 male, and I, 27 female, have been married for about 3 years.
Why? First of all, why did she even need to include his name? You could have just said my husband. I don't know. Continue.
I'm gonna use their screen name. Hold on. My husband Peter, 29 male, and I, CRIP 9749, 27 female.
Hell yeah. It's a family name.
The third, Esquire. We have one child together, and I was pregnant with our second. I'm Western Canadian, while he is from Germany. We lived in Canada for a long time, but because of inflation, moving back to Germany seemed like a better option for us. We bought a nice house in Hanover, where Peter is from. She says Peter a lot.
Yeah.
That's why she said Peter.
Yeah. Peter Pumpkin Eater.
Dude, hold on. The costume,
Yeah.
that costume idea is the best, dude.
Yeah.
You just stick your significant other in a pumpkin costume, and then you just put Peter on your shirt.
Yeah.
And then you fucking cover your face in orange.
Yeah. Hilarious.
It's great.
Top
every
notch.
time.
It's right up there with the plug-in outlet.
Oh, really? My mind went to, it's right up there with like making your significant other wear a crayon costume, and then you
dressing
just
up
wear
like a Marine.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. The day after our flights to Germany, we all visited Peter. We all visited.
Holy
Can't
shit.
speak.
We're all
Peter's family. Yeah, we all visited Peter's family. This was the second time I have seen them. Parentheses. The first was at our wedding.
Oh.
They greeted us and brought us inside the house, fussing over my son. We had dinner. Why? What?
Yep. Just gonna drop that detail.
Okay. We had dinner and soon we left the house, wanting to settle into our new home. We visited Peter's family often for the next few months, but I started to realize that they would sometimes speak about me in German. They would make rude comments on my hair, makeup, question my fashion choices, and overall were just unkind to me. They also said mean things about my pregnant belly, which I was already insecure about.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I ended up talking to my husband about this. I told him that I didn't like the way they were treating me, and I said that I hated how my every choice was judged. He told me that he would talk to his family. The next time we went to his parents' house, there were no more mean comments. Okay.
Nice,
For about 3 months, it was like nothing ever happened. I gave birth to a perfect baby girl that we named Lilith. Peter's family was very upset when they heard the name. If you didn't know, Lilith means ghost or of the night. We didn't pick this name because of its meaning, but because it is a name that every girl in my family has had for many years. My middle name is Lilith, along with my mom's, my grandma's, and even my great-grandmother's. Okay, well, makes sense. For a while, I didn't visit my in-laws. I didn't want to hear them talk about how I should have named my daughter, how I shouldn't have named my daughter Lilith. But yesterday, we saw them again. It was my mother-in-law's birthday. As soon as we showed up, things started to go badly. Everybody wanted to hold Lilith, which made my mother-in-law upset because people weren't paying attention to her and made me overwhelmed. Okay.
All right.
I didn't want people holding her. I was going through a pretty bad postpartum depression, and it was still pretty early to see people. I let people look at her, but declined when everyone asked to hold her. During dinner, I heard my sister-in-law talking to my mother-in-law in German. I heard her complaining about how she couldn't hold my baby. My sister-in-law even had the audacity to call me, and I quote, a fat, ugly, hokey addict. I don't know what hokey is. Hokey.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well, she's a fat, ugly hokey addict. I turned to my sister-in-law and mother-in-law and told them off in German. I basically said that I have always known what they have said about me, but calling me names was the last straw. I also mentioned how I have known German for almost my entire life. The table instantly blew up. People were yelling at me because apparently this is all my fault. I left with Peter and we haven't talked to them since. So am I the asshole? Not at all.
No, there's no way. Also, I would have fucked with these people so hard. The moment I heard them talking shit about me in German, I would have dropped in like some random German words into my vernacular just to like make them go, wait a minute. Like, hold on. Like, does she know what we're saying? Can she understand us right now? And then like not do anything and let them ease into it again, and then like do it again and make them like real uncomfortable. And then just like in German one day just be like, why do you think that? And then they're like,
Yeah.
oh fuck. Also love that it's her fault that they're talking shit about her. Like, what? I know Germans are very blunt, but like, come on.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? How dare you not tell, me what other languages you speak?
Yeah.
Did I have the chance to ask you? Or did I even bother to ask you? No.
Yeah, did I try
So
to
it's
get
your fault.
get to know my daughter-in-law? No, I didn't give a shit, apparently. Also, hilarious that we have 2 pregnant lady stories back-to-back weeks,
Yeah,
It's pretty cool.
we're on fire.
Yeah, we're doing good. Yeah, I don't think that she's an asshole at all. Obviously, the family's a bunch of assholes. For even if I don't think somebody can hear me, and I'm about to talk shit to them, I will try to avoid it if they're around. Because, even if they're across, like a far distance, and I see them, and I'm like, this fucking piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. There's still that chance where I'm like, are they looking at me because they're just looking at me, or do they know I'm talking shit about them? Because I'm going to talk shit about them, but I just want them to not look at me when I'm doing it,
And we're on a roll here. So, again, the people agree, not the asshole.
Clean sweep, huh?
Dude, we're doing really good.
What's the top comment?
Top comment is, not the asshole. Assholes are never wrong. They remain assholes by refusing to ever take ownership of their own words or actions, so they never have to change. They can be as judgmental and insulting as they want because they're right, and anyone who challenges them, it must be their fault.
Yeah.
So, of course, it's your fault they were insulting you. They couldn't possibly be in the wrong. So you married into a family of assholes.
Yeah. And how exciting, because you now live in the same town and in a completely different country than where you're from. And that's like your lifeline of like the people is there. Which is very shitty for her, but hopefully she just makes some friends that are not these people relatively quickly. Because you're gonna have to branch out. You're not gonna be able to. I wouldn't be able to go back to that house. I'd start swinging on bitches. I'd be like, oh, okay, fucking, just get whatever, speak mad German on them, and I'd only talk to them in German from that point on, just to really sell it to them. I know you're a piece of shit, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Und why did you talk so much shit about me, huh?
Guten Tag.
Oh, what's the when you sneeze? What's that one?
Oh, dude, I don't know.
There we go.
Oh, Gesundheit, yeah.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
Yeah. You think that she could work that in as how Southern people will say God bless you, but in a demeaning way? Oh, bless your heart, bless you.
Yeah, we say bless you or bless your heart.
Yeah. You think that maybe she does that? Nah, Gesundheit. And just real sassy about it.
It'd be super great if she did.
I don't know if it translates the same in German. If it, but it would be very funny if it did. Where they use that in different places other than just when you sneeze. But, because I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, man. All right. We'd like to thank our friends Donald and Sarah from the Macabre Emporium.
Donald.
man, A Real Creature Feature, which I don't know their names, but I need to learn them.
The
so
only
can
one
also
that I
listen to
know
them.
personally from that show is Mac. He's good shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank
There's
you,
like
Mac.
5 people on that show. It's hard to
Holy
keep track.
cow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Society of Cryptid Hunters.
Yeah.
It's a great show actually. There's if you don't know and you haven't you like have something else you want to listen to, they're two guys that talk about cryptids and their origin stories and where they're from and
Yeah.
give you a whole backfill history. It's really great. It's a really fun time. They do a really good job.
Yeah. On top of
And then
that, that show I've shouted out a couple times, the Dark Windows podcast with the two Kevins.
Yes.
They do some crypto. They do some cryptid stuff too. They actually,
Nice.
on a recent episode, they had like a renowned cryptozoologist who it's like written books and shit on it, which was pretty interesting. But so
Yeah.
if you're into that show, you should also check out the Dark Windows podcast because I feel like they're very similar in that aspect. But
Nice. Definitely. Yeah. Check them guys out.
yeah,
Check out the Kevins.
the two Kevins. That's right.
El Dos Kevins.
Yeah.
And then of course Levi's fucking great, historically accurate podcast. The Remedial Scholar puts a lot of work into it, and even though you listen to me just fucking drag him down every week, he does a great job on the Remedial Scholar.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's gross, and I have to go home now. All right, that's it. I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.